Hi friends, happy December 20th. It is 5-question Friday time. I'm Jen and I'm here to get into your questions right now. Thank you for submitting your questions. Question number 1, Christmas is coming up and it's the one time all my siblings get together with our parents. Fantastic. I want to talk about my mom and dad's care. How do I bring that up? Oh, this is fantastic. So since you and your siblings are going to get together, I would suggest doing this in 3 stages. So before the holiday, before you convene, do a call or a Zoom with your siblings, or if you can meet face to face, great, do that. But do a call with your siblings to plan the plan of action. So, and I would say put that into a couple different categories. People to be watching and observing for changes in medical conditions, changes in the environment where your older lives, changes in their driving status, changes in possibly how they're processing information, and if there's any other kind of elephant in the room issue that you already know about that you need to manage. So make a plan for how you're going to observe that. And then when you come together on the actual holiday, please enjoy it. And please do not ruin your holiday by having these care discussions during the holiday. This is for after. But during the holiday, enjoy each other. Have an extra plate. Have an extra glass of wine. Whatever it is that you do as a family, enjoy it and dig in and be super present. And for each of you who have your assigned jobs, observe. And then after the holiday, my recommendation would be to convene again with your siblings to review what did you observe, make an action plan, make a list of concerns, and then schedule the time to talk with your older. And it could be that they, first of all, you need to get permission to support with anything. So state what you observed, ask if there's something that you can do to support with permission. And once you do that, then you can make a co-created plan. But if you, again, start intervening and making plans and putting things in place without their consent or their involvement, they will push back and it will not work. Question number 2, Dad insists on shoveling snow himself during the holiday visits. Awesome, it means you must be having a white Christmas. But it's risky for him. How do I intervene without upsetting him? Okay, awesome. So first of all, if he's well enough to do it, as he does, cool and congratulations. My answer is going to be let him do it and apply the following steps. Number 1, just heat protection. Make sure that either he has his own or you can provide for him the right jacket, gloves, hat, and most importantly of all that, footwear. So does he have snow boots? And if not, can he borrow something that you have? And if not, there's a Christmas idea right there. You've got a Christmas idea. You can give them some snow boots. So that they're able to tread around. And then the other thing would be, let's make this a family project. Why does this have to be only grandpa? Like, you guys could have the family snow war, right? You can do your snowball fight. You can get the grandkids involved. Everybody can get out there and be shoveling the snow. If you're going to do that, it sounds like fun. If he's capable, go for it. Bring a chair, or if you've got some kind of garden furniture out there, bring it so that he could sit if he gets winded. So again, thinking like an occupational therapist and always finding a way to have a supportive environment for your older is going to be critical in these moments of snow and all through the holiday for that matter. Question number 3, how can I help my tech challenged parents stay connected with my family during holiday video calls? Awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. I spent a long time talking to my friend Donna in Hawaii this weekend, and we were talking about her mom, and she's older and she doesn't have a lot of tech experience herself. And she was giving me tips about how she's managing teaching her mom how to use an iPhone and also other tech. So even starting at the ground level, I don't think she'd had an iPhone before. Her grandchild will call the grandmother and they'll just practice, what is it like to pick up a phone? How do you actually turn it on? Where do you need to touch? Oh, if someone's going to send you a text, where do you need to look? Where are the different buttons? What are their colors? What are their shapes? What are the icons on them? And literally sit next to each other, practice calling each other back and forth or texting each other back and forth or any other kind of supportive app that you're going to need. I think then the next level would be if you want to try FaceTime, you can also do that face to face. I think as you're doing this, what we've often observed when we teach olders is that 100% this is learnable and it's all new and they can learn it. But as you're doing this with them, keep a journal of what they are, how you're teaching it and how they're learning it. And then you can actually just leave that journal behind. Or you can take a photocopy or take a picture, and you can walk through the list, and you can walk through the list with them if you have to do it remotely. So, mom, okay, turn on the phone. This is how you do it. The phone rings. This is how you answer it. This is how you turn it off. You get a text, or you want to send a text. This is the icon that you touch. This is the shape. This is the color. And this is how you write it. And this is how you send it. And then do that with the same thing with, if you're going to do FaceTime, if you're going to do Zoom, all those kinds of things. And again, rehearsal is going to be your friend here. Rehearsing that together and writing it down so they have a hard copy of how to troubleshoot on the day. And the gift that you are giving them right now is so tremendous, because they're going to have the gift of independence. Because I promise you, it's not only that holiday call when they need to have this ability. So I know, for example, my older has to do remote Zoom appointments with his doctor. So the more you can get shots on goal, rehearsing how to use these virtual platforms and navigating through them like Zoom is going to help your older. Thinking back to what another thing that Donna said, which was so genius that I need to add to this, which is she said, remember that your parent taught you how to use a spoon and a fork. And you might laugh about it now, but it's second nature to you. So just think of it like that. There was a moment in time when they had the grace and the dignity and the patience to teach you how to use those fundamental tools, and that are now fundamental skills that you don't even think about. Think of it like that with tech skills, because they really need to have this tech literacy to navigate their world during the holiday season if they're doing it remotely, but also for pretty much everything, and also thinking about medical records. Question number 4, what are some thoughtful holiday gift ideas for retired adults or older adults? Mom and dad say they have all that they need, but I want to get them something nice for Christmas. So wonderful question. My thoughts are the following. I think if you really are tied to giving them a physical thing, I really do think that they have all the physical things that they need at this point. Could you please get them a physical thing that's consumable? So like in our family, we love to give grapefruit or beautiful Harry and David pears. Oh God, they're just gorgeous. Just thinking about them makes me homesick. So those kinds of things, or chocolates or cheeses, things that can be consumed if you must give them a physical thing. So it's a physical thing tied to an experience, especially if these are, if your olders really love the sensation of texture and taste, these are actually great gifts for them because they can actually enjoy those things. I have observed it's often about the experience. So could you give them the experience of something? So one of the things that we think about is, the experience of remembering critical parts of their life. And that could be through music. So if, for example, your older doesn't already have a premium Spotify membership, you could buy that and then enlist everyone in the family to make a playlist, which could be representative of the giver or representative of the receiver. And then they have that. And it's a way of relating. And again, it's the experience of being connected to the family, and it's the experience of being connected to who they are in their past. It could also be subscriptions to Audible. If you'd like to give them an annual gift, if you often give books in your family, I observe that as elders lose their visual acuity, they still have that hunger for books. And so maybe it's time to give them some Audible books that they can listen to. A lot of elders love to take trips. And so there could be different kinds of trips or experiences that you could put together. If they are involved, like if they're part of an alumni association from the university or their high school, you could tap into that alumni network to find out, does that alumni network have annual trips? And if so, you could buy into a trip. Maybe it's a cruise, maybe it's a trip to a local experience. Or it's a series of concerts, or the university has a series of concerts or plays. You could buy subscriptions to those as well. So that's hopefully that helps you. And of course, if you live in Chicago, you can give the gift of Viva Valet. Absolutely, you can give the gift of Viva Valet, which could be a monthly cleaning service or weekly food delivery or rides over the next 6 months, for example. But we're definitely there. And I'm also thinking, as you are helping your elders become so tech proficient, you can also provide more, you could provide tech training through our services as well. Question number 5, my dad always insists on playing Santa for the grandkids, but I noticed last year he got winded easily. How can I help him without taking the fun away? Okay, first of all, what a gift that your dad does that for you and your family. And I'm telling you, he is waiting all year to do that. Do not take this experience away from him. He is wanting and wishing to do this. So my advice to you would be get all of the elves in the family to act like occupational therapists. And by that I mean, let's engineer the environment to be as safe and enabling for him so that he can do this the best way he can. That means wherever the Santa suit is, make sure it's in an easy to access place that doesn't require a lot of walking to the main event place. Another would be to prepare Santa's chair or Santa's throne, and you can get the kids involved by decorating it so that you have a really solid, sturdy chair for Santa to sit in once Santa arrives. The other thing is that the adult elves could be clearing the space that marks from wherever Santa's entering to the Santa's throne, so there's no falling hazard. Because during holidays, there's things that all of a sudden show up that weren't there before. There's a new toy that's been left on the floor, or there's wrapping paper. Make sure that's all cleared away so that Santa can easily get to that space where he's going to have his main event and be Santa. I hope you have a really joyous holiday season, and we will see you in the new year. Thank you so much for all these questions, and we'll see you as 2025 begins. Thanks, everyone. Bye.